So today we're showcasing what I originally was going to upload, Toji, and we're also going to showcase probably young Gojo in this same video because if I'm being honest, I don't think he should be a separate video. I was thinking about it originally, but I was like, maybe that just wouldn't be a good idea. So we're gonna be showcasing young Gojo and Toji at the same time in this video, and things might change eventually. I might revamp some skills and stuff. So do keep in mind that these are not finalized. These are not you know what I envision, I guess, because I have a lot more that I feel like I could do with young Gojo, and I have some stuff I feel like I could change with Toji, but I still don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. So anyways, yeah, that's enough yapping for me. I think we should get into this. Alright, so first you're gonna select 10 shadows. You aren't allowed to use your mode, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. Alright, so I have 10 shadows selected, and now we're going to jump down. Okay, so you'll basically spawn with the pistol. You'll move left or right when you're outside of this little glass thing. And basically, whatever way you move, it'll end up TPing you in here. So once you're in here, you pretty much just want to click R, because it'll tell you right here. Basically, just click R and click R again if you want, and it'll basically just place the pistol in your inventory, so you're able to utilize it whenever you need to. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is that there's actually 3 separate movesets in this one moveset selection area. There's Playful Cloud Toji, or the reawakened Toji, and then there's the Inverted Spear of Heaven Toji, which is the one that fought against Gojo, obviously. And then there's also Split Soul Katana Toji. But if we're being completely honest, this isn't just a Toji moveset, I guess. This is more like a Heavenly Restriction moveset, but I'm still gonna call it a Toji moveset just because. And yeah, I'm gonna just jump down into Inverted Spear first because I think that's the one we should showcase. Alright, so the first move is Inverted Backstab. This is a reference to what he does to Gojo when he TP's behind him and starts doing that little, well, not TP, but he catches him off guard with the fly heads. Gojo gets caught off guard and then he gets basically stabbed a million times. And then he eventually gets stabbed in the head. So that's the move right there. As you guys can see, the second move is Chain of 1,000. I missed like the entire thing there. There we go. Really good combo extender if you know how to use it right. The third move is Inverted Rush, which is one of my favorites. Also, I mean, there's a reference to Chain of 1,000, but most of these moves don't exactly have proper references because you can't exactly make them in JJS. Like, Chain of 1,000 is supposed to be a chain, but there's no chain, obviously. It's just a barrage and grabs. Inverted Rush is the next move, which is what he does on the trees when he starts out fighting Gojo. He basically just hops on trees and stuff. The only difference is that this is actually like him attacking instead of just hopping on trees. So. But it's still cool to just do this. I missed. I can't land that last part. I'm gonna like try to land it. I mean, I didn't land the full thing, but basically at the end it just hits you with the Higuruma 3-shot skill. So if you hit them 3 times, they're pretty much dead. The fourth move is Domain Breaker, which breaks domains, but you could also use it to just end somebody, because it does do a good chunk of damage, but it will go on cooldown for like a while. So you're basically free you're a free domain after, basically. So if anybody M1s you, puts you in a down slam combo, even if you manage to like get up, you're gonna get caught in that domain expansion, most likely. Or if somebody sneaks up on you and pops domain, which is why you usually want to keep the move. But if you don't want to keep the move, you can basically just use it to finish somebody off. Alright, so the next move is, or the next move set is going to be Split Soul, because actually when I'll say Playful Cloud for the end. The first move is a reference to what he does to Geto. So if we do a, there's two different ways you can do this. So if you turn around, you'll basically do a stab back into a kick. Basically someone will be sneaking up behind you, or like you could start a mini combo, I guess, to catch somebody's block off guard. And then you can hit them with backstab. If you guys are wondering where this is reference to, it's where he throws up the inverted spear after using domain breaker. So he throws it up and then he switches to Split Soul and basically just does that. There's like a little cross section slash into a kick to basically knock out Geto completely. You can also do this without hitting somebody behind you, but it is a little bit more dangerous, but it does work, so yeah. Splitting slashes. None of these moves combo, by the way, I'm just letting you know, so it's a little dangerous to use them. Like, this is completely blockable right there, and I'll show you guys on my dummies there. Yeah, you guys can see that's completely not safe. And I can't M1 during that either, I believe I'm M1 after, so. Yeah, easily blockable. What you could do is you could do split grab into splitting slashes into like split counter, or you could do splitting slashes and split grab, which most of these moves are kind of spammable, so like you don't really gotta worry about using them too much, but like they're also not spammable, so it's like be a little careful. Just you don't gotta be like too careful, basically. Anyways, yeah, the second move I showed there, which I probably should have showed you guys before I explained the combo. But it's basically just some slashes into a grab, and that's about it. There's probably gonna be a fourth move. This is what I'm saying. There's still plenty of things I want to do with Toji. I'm not done with it yet because I don't know exactly what I should and what I would do. Alright, so this moveset it has a ton, and I mean a ton of reference. Inverted Spear had like 3 or 2 references. Or actually no, it had 4 references technically, but you know, I don't count Chain of 1,000, so that's like 3. Playful Cloud is the next one, which has these are all references. They're all references to the Shibuya incident and when Toji first popped up. So the first move is Playful Toss, which is something he does to Dagon right when he shows up. The second move is Playful Strikes, which is another thing he does to Dagon when he first shows up. One of these nerfs or updates in general to Yuta, Playful Drop ended up getting bugged, so I'm gonna showcase this again. That was a weird situation. It's basically when he kills Dagon, but it doesn't look as good because I had to remove a lot from this since it was 100% just bugged. Maybe if I have an older clip, I'll show you guys the older version. But if I don't, then yeah, I'll just put this one in the video too. I don't know. Little bit of a weird situation there. Off is Playful Drops execute. Basically just a big reference to when he beats Dagon with his sharpened Playful Cloud. The next move is Pellet Barrage, and I found where the dummy was. Why is he all the way over there? Anyways, yeah, the next move is Pellet Barrage, which I'll do a down thing. That's a reference to what he does to Megami's Rabbit Escape. I don't know if that can combo extend. I wouldn't recommend it for combo extending, but if you want to like catch somebody with like after like hitting a move like that, you could always do that, I guess. So I think that's enough of the Toji showcase. We should move on to Young Gojo now. So I have to equip the Honored one, and you are not allowed to use mode for Young Gojo. The maximum blue is actually like nerfed. It doesn't last as long, as you guys can see. And yeah, it does have audio, so I'm gonna have to mute this because I don't want to get, you know, cooked by copyright, so I'll be back. I feel like it's so funny how sometimes I just gotta mute because it's like I can't really do anything about it. Most of this kind of just has copyrighted audio. Alright, so the first move is Blue Max, or Maximum Blue, which, yeah, you could easily just swing it around you if you want. Or you could just hit them in one place, so just do that. It's kind of just up to you guys. The second move is Reversal Red Honored. This is when he first unlocked, or you know, found how to use Reverse Curse Technique, which allowed him to learn how to use Reversal Red, or utilize Reversal Red. So this move TP's behind you, but it also operates as a counter, so I'm gonna go spawn a attack dummy. They don't exactly show the TP part or the counter part properly inside of the anime, so I had to take inspiration from the manga with this. So I'm gonna put up the manga panel probably. Maybe I'll put up the anime, but probably not. Yeah, so it basically just counters and it hits them with a Reversal Red. The third move is Limitless Reversal, which is just 2 full kick with the end red animation. It's basically if you didn't fail at doing red when he first fought the guy with the clone curse technique, I forgot his name. But it's basically if you didn't fail. You can also click R into it, so it's a little bit of a cool way to mix it up. And by the way, I wouldn't recommend using R with the second skill, Reversal Red Honored, because it doesn't really do anything. And that's what most of my Reversal Reds that I add for specific Gojos, the Reds don't really do anything. Like the Reversal Red Rush on the Shinjuku Gojo, if you were to call that back, it won't do a Black Flash or anything because he never did that. So it's also just to keep things balanced and nice. You could still stun people or like catch them off guard. So like if you miss it by chance, just call it back and hit them in the back so they can't like combo you. The fourth move is Imaginary Purple, which I'm so glad I muted the audio because this is actually like the loudest move I've ever made, and it literally is just copyrighted music. But you could jump and do it, or you could just sit still and do it. It's just a regular Hollow Purple, does regular damage, nothing too crazy, nothing too special. I think I might change the animation at some point. I'll probably make it take longer for the activation, but I'm not completely positive yet. So that kind of just depends. But I got a few ideas because I've seen some animations I'm interested in that I can use. Yeah, but anyways, that's it for Young Gojo.